Okay, Tuesday night, RockStar Rally. I love you. Tonight we're talking about the comfort zone. The dreaded comfort zone. Let me see. Sorry, just 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Sorry. Okay, we're back. It's my first night in my new office. You know what I mean? Like, and it's not even really an office. It's just a room right now. I'll show you guys in pan. Just a room. Lots of stuff everywhere. Just boxes out in the hallway. Lots of boxes for my office. So we're going to get there. Right now, it's just a table with a computer on it. So now we're going to talk about the comfort zone, you guys. You guys have heard the phrases about your comfort zone, like I'm going to get out of my comfort zone and got to bust through that comfort zone, all the things about the comfort zone. So tonight I'm going to talk about like, what is a comfort zone? When should you trust it? When should you not? When do we use comfort zone as an excuse, right? So how many of you feel like being in Scentsy has stretched you outside of your comfort zone? Hand raise, thumbs up, yes? Okay, cool. So let me give you some like words that describe as a comfort zone to me, okay? So I wrote down some words. Safe. This is what a comfort zone is. It's safe. When you're in your comfort zone, you are at ease, often at ease, without stress. And every one of you are like, I'm stressed all the time, 24/7. I'm out of my comfort zone. You know what I mean. Familiar. Your comfort zone is familiar. When you are in your comfort zone, you feel in control, right? Typically, low levels of anxiety in your comfort zone. And some of you are like, what? I'm anxious 24/7. I'm out of my comfort zone. You know what I'm saying. So these are some words to me that describe a comfort zone. And if I'm being honest with you, there have been several times in my business where I have been in my comfort zone and cool with it. And there have been times in my business where I have been outside my comfort zone and cool with it and pumped. And I was like, boss babe in it, girl boss all the way, rock croc. And then there have been times that I'm out of my comfort zone and I'm like scared to death, terrifying, heart is racing, high levels of anxiety, right? I've had all of those different times in my business and in my life. And I think that there are times to really, really push and stretch yourself outside of your comfort zone. And there are sometimes when your comfort zone can contribute good things to your business, and then sometimes when it's really detrimental to you. And I almost was hesitant to kind of talk about this tonight because I really try and stray away from like cliche verbiage, like get out of your comfort zone. Like everyone says it, but do they really mean it? You know what I mean? Or everyone says it, but are they really trying? Like, are they really doing scary things? Are they really doing things that make them fearful? Are they really doing things that aren't safe, right? And so I always tend to not like to, you know, I'm a rule breaker, okay? I don't like to follow the crowd. I don't like to do like what everyone else is doing. And so if someone else is saying, get out of your comfort zone, I'm like, I'm not doing that. That's not going to be my thing. So I was hesitant to even kind of go there, but I felt like this was something that I've never really talked about, and I wanted to make sure that I covered it tonight, you know, because when you're in your comfort zone, a lot of times when you feel safe and at ease and familiar and in control, there's a lot of confidence that you can have in your comfort zone sometimes, right? And confidence can be a huge asset to your business. Confidence can make you a better seller, a better recruiter, a better conversationalist, Confidence can make you a better sponsor, right? I was speaking with someone today and we were talking about reasons why people don't sponsor or don't recruit. And almost all the time it comes back to a confidence level kind of thing. Maybe someone doesn't feel like they have the ability to be a sponsor or know what to say to someone, right? So when you're in your comfort zone and you have that confidence level, it can really enhance your business in certain ways. But there are so many times in your business where you must get outside of your comfort zone, for lack of a better phrase, where you must get outside of your comfort zone in order to really grow. And here are some reasons that you challenge your comfort zone. When you challenge it, you can come to understand more about yourself and about others. And being self-aware in this business, being self-aware in your life, really is going to help you grow faster, grow bigger, grow stronger in a way that sets you up for success long term. It's not just like a momentary growth. Reasons you challenge it, it improves your confidence. Every time you stretch outside your comfort zone and do something and you find success, you gain confidence. Every time you have a win, it builds your confidence a little more, a little more, a little more. Even if it's a tiny win, doesn't matter if it's a tiny win, big win, whatever, every single one contributes to you feeling more and more confident. When you challenge your comfort zone, you learn how much you're actually capable of. You learn what you can really do. And you know what? When we're in our comfort zones, we so often sell ourselves short of what we can really accomplish or what we can really do. And I see it all the time. I see it all the time. And nothing like as a leader hurts my heart more when I see people sell themselves short or say like, I can't do that, or I'm not good at that, or like, I don't know if that's for me, or I'm not cut out for this. And I'm like, bro, yes, you are. Yes, you are. You are so much more capable than what you are currently telling yourself or what you're currently settling for. And that's what happens when you challenge your comfort zone. If you stay inside your comfort zone, here's what lives in your comfort zone here, okay? You're gonna be like 90% of the world. Do you wanna be like everybody else? Average, mediocre? That's what happens when you stay inside your comfort zone. Just like everyone else, mediocrity. Inside your comfort zone, you are just surviving. Just surviving. Inside your comfort zone, you're just getting by. You're just making it. You're just doing the thing. You're just making it, getting by. Every day looks the same. Here's what else lives in your comfort zone: fear. You think that it's safe and I feel safe and comfortable here, but really that's where fear lives, because your comfort zone, that safe feeling, you are fearful of leaving it and going and doing something unsafe or something big or something scary. Depression lives inside a comfort zone. Settling for less lives inside a comfort zone. Average, just being average. Here is what's at stake if you go outside of your comfort zone, okay? Confidence, like we talked about earlier, those little wins. Dreams. Someone once told me, they said, everything you ever want is on the other side of fear. And I was like, preach. Preach. Everything you ever want is on the other side of fear. And that want doesn't have to be a material thing or a physical desire or anything like that. It can be a confidence level. It can be money. It can be, an achievement. It can be so many different things. It's different for every person, but whatever you want is on the other side of fear. That's where your dreams live. Outside your comfort zone, there's excitement. And this seems backwards, but there's security. all the security that you seek in your life, whether that be through retirement, finances, relationships, whatever, they're all a result of challenging your comfort zone. Financial freedom lives outside of it. Wealth, prosperity, fulfillment. Now, reading those two lists, where would you rather live? Mediocrity, just surviving, getting by, fear, depression, settling for less, average? Or would you rather live confidence, dreams, excitement, security, financial freedom, wealth, prosperity, fulfillment? Which one sounds like the life you want to live? Challenging your comfort zone, the one where you leave it, the one where you get out, the one where you don't settle for less, the one where you stop telling yourself that you're only this good, or you can only accomplish this much, or only this is for you, right? Or this is only for that person. This is only for her. This is only for him because I don't have those skills or those talents or those looks, or I wasn't born there, whatever. Here are some things. Let's think about this. What happens when you decide to leave your comfort zone, when you decide to do something that's uncomfortable for you? It's scary, right? These are reasons people don't leave their comfort zone, because it's scary. But I want you to hear what I say and ask yourself, really, what's the worst that could happen after all these things? People might judge you. You might be different than you were before. Like, you might change, right? Leaving your comfort zone requires persistent, repeated effort, AKA hard work. Hard work. It's head work and heart work, and they're both hard. It just might not work out. You might not succeed. You might fail. And then what? Could you deal with that? Could you overcome how you feel about that? Right? All of these things, so many times in our businesses, we like to say, well, that's not really my personality, so that's not for me. When we do that, we're using our comfort zone as an excuse. Okay? When we do that, we're using our comfort zone as an excuse. I need you to hear that. When you say, that's not really my personality, or I don't like people, or online parties are hard for me, or I don't want to do home parties, that's using your comfort zone as an excuse. No one ever became incredibly successful by being comfortable. No one ever built an incredible business by doing things that were safe, or when they felt at ease, or without stress, or only the familiar things, or the things where they were in control with low levels of anxiety. I'm just going to tell you, all of those things I just said, it sounds really good, like safe, at ease, without stress, familiar, and control. But let me tell you, newsflash, that is a very dangerous place to be. It's a dangerous place to be. Because your comfort zone will never give you the things you really want. It will never give you the things you really want. And how many times have you heard me say that quote that my husband taught me so long ago? Never trade what you want most for what you want at the moment. Your comfort zone is what you want at the moment. But everything that you want most is way outside of it. Way outside of your comfort zone. You can never use your comfort zone as a reason to not be successful. If you think that, even take Heidi and Orville, for example. Do you guys know the Scentsy story and how they started Scentsy and where we came from as a company? When Heidi and Orville started Scentsy, they had failure after failure after failure after failure. They were $800,000 in debt. 800,000. That's like a number most of us can't even fathom, right? That's like a make you sick kind of number, like a you can't climb out of that hole kind of number, like might as well just file bankruptcy, which is what Orville planned to do. And Heidi was like, absolutely not. You think that was comfortable? Right? Deciding we're going to pay off this debt, we're going to tackle this, we're going to work really hard. They did things that scared them. They did things that terrified them. They were like, we're going to buy this company, Sensi, and we're going to take it into direct selling association. They didn't know what they were doing. They never been to parties before. They don't know anything about it. All scary, all unknown. And sometimes, this is another thing that came from a coaching call today. Sometimes when you've been in Sensi for a little bit, even if it's been 6 months or 6 years or somewhere in between, you get comfortable, you do things the way you do them, you like them the way you like them, and you're not willing to change, you're not willing to try something new, you're not willing to jump, you're not willing to just figure it out on the way down. And that's so often what contributes to a new consultant finding so much success in the beginning, is that they just jump, man. They don't have it all figured out. They don't know all the answers. They don't know how to run an online party, but they just try it and they figure it out. Sometimes there's so much beauty in not knowing everything. And sometimes the things that are the most terrifying for you or the most out of control for you can be the things that pay off for you in the end. So what is it for you that's outside of your comfort zone that's really holding you back? Is it systems? Are you lacking in systems in your business? And you might say, oh, I'm just a disorganized person, or oh, I'm just type B, I'm not type A, or oh, I just can't keep up, or oh, I just start them and I quit them. Well, guess what? That's your comfort zone. Starting things and quitting it, that's comfortable. Starting things and quitting it, that's familiar. Starting things and quitting it, that's the name of your game. Guess what? It's time to smash that and say, I'm not going to quit. I'm going to start and I'm going to keep. I'm going to start and I'm going to continue, and I'm not going to quit on myself, because the things that I want most are worth more than the things that I want at the moment, which is to be comfortable. Is it systems for you? Is it meeting new people? And you say like, oh, I'm just not really a people person, or COVID is hard. Guys, people are growing their businesses right now in the middle of COVID. It's happening all over the world. People are doing it. Is it meeting new people? Is it recruiting? Is it training and educating yourself? What is it, that thing that's outside of your comfort zone for you? Now, I want to give you this caveat. Me telling you to go outside your comfort zone is not saying complicate your business. I'm not telling you to complicate your business and do more. But I am telling you to do the things that are holding you back. The simple, duplicatable, income-producing things that are holding you back from not being successful. That's what I'm telling you to do. Someone said learning the computer. That's a huge thing. That cannot be a reason for you not to be successful. Anyone who uses a computer had to learn how to use it, right? None of us entered into the world knowing how to use a computer, so we all have to learn. You can do it, Kathy. You can do it. Being rejected, who has a fear of being rejected? Lots of people. Probably everyone has that fear, okay? But let's look at this right now. What's the worst thing that can happen? I just want you to think about that. Anytime that you have the inner struggle to either break out of your comfort zone or offer an opportunity or offer a sale or book a party or whatever, but that struggle holds you back of like, what if they reject me, or what if they don't like me, or what if they say no? I want you to ask yourself, make 2 columns in your head. What's the worst thing that could happen, and what's the best thing that could happen? Okay? The best thing that could happen is usually they say yes, or they join my team, or they join my team and promote to director. They become a whatever. They change my life. Okay, that's the best thing that could happen. Then the worst thing that could happen is like they say no. And then I want you to compare the two lists. And then you ask yourself, is the best thing that could happen worth the risk of the worst thing that could happen? The answer is 100% yes. Because them saying no doesn't actually hurt you. Nothing happens to you. Nothing happens except they say no. Is it comfortable to be told no? Of course not. Of course it's not comfortable. But just like we talked about earlier, when you jump and you try and you build confidence a little more, a little more, a little more every time, the same thing happens when people tell you no and you're able to turn it around in your brain and let it roll off your back. Every time you hear no and you keep going, that builds your ability to not feel rejected more and more and more and more. And it builds your confidence more and more and more and more. But you have to keep going. You cannot quit. And you cannot let someone telling you no be a reason for you not to be successful, or be a reason for you to give up, or be a reason for you to stop, or a reason to turn around and go another way. What's the worst thing that could happen? Is it scary? Sure. Could people judge you? Sure. You might be different? Okay. It might not work out? Okay. What's the worst that could happen? What's the best thing that could happen though? What's the best thing that could happen by challenging your comfort zone? What's the best thing that could happen by you breaking through that fear? Doing that thing that you know is terrifying for you, but it's holding you back. What's the best thing that could happen? You could promote to director. You could promote to superstar director. You could make a $10,000 paycheck. You could help people change their lives. You could deal hope and light. What's the best thing that could happen? You could gain confidence. You could walk the stage at SFR. You could win an award. You could earn an incentive trip. What's the best thing that could happen? You could inspire people around you. You could change the future of your family forever. You could pad your savings account. You could take a vacation. What's the best thing that could happen? You could send your kid to whatever school they want to go to. You could buy that new car that you need. You can upgrade your washer and dryer. What's the best thing that could happen? I promise you, the best thing that could happen is always worth the risk of challenging your comfort zone. Every time. Every time. Your comfort zone can never be, what's the word? Misconstrued for authenticity either. All right? I want you to know that, because I talk a lot about how authenticity is incredibly important in your business, and being true to yourself, running your business the way it works for you, marketing the way it works for you, working with your team and leading the way that you want to lead and works for you. But you can never use authenticity as a reason to stay in your comfort zone, right? So you can't say like, I'm type B and I'm going to be authentically type B, so I'm not going to do systems. Okay? I'm unorganized and I'm authentically unorganized, so I'm not going to do systems. I'm not going to do happy meal. I'm not going to train myself because I'm not a classroom learner. Is this coming through on the screen? Don't. I love you, and I love you enough to tell you that that is not cool, bro. I love you enough to tell you that that's actually living in your comfort zone and using authenticity as a BS excuse to stay there. Don't do it. Because everything you ever want is on the other side of fear, and everything you ever want lives outside of your comfort zone. Remember those things I said: confidence, dreams, excitement, security, financial freedom, wealth, prosperity, fulfillment. Doesn't that sound like the kind of life you want to lead? Man. And guess where it is? On the other side of fear. And guess where it is? In a very uncomfortable spot. That's how you get there. That's how you get there. It's time to do the thing that you know is holding you back. It's time to do it. It's time to stop making an excuse. It's time to stop saying that you're just being authentic. Don't, bro. Do not test me. And look, I can see it because I did it for a long time. Okay? I did it. And I'm telling you, I did it. I used to be like, I'm not a systems person, so I'm not going to do systems. I'm going to run my business the way I want. Well, guess where that led me? Freaking like so busy, I can't keep my head on straight. Nothing was duplicatable. I couldn't teach my team anything because I had no systems to teach them. I was doing it all in my brain, flying by the seat of my pants, super high levels of anxiety, literally a constant mess. Seriously. That's where that got me. Don't do that. Learn from my mistakes. Don't let your comfort zone be like synonymous with authenticity, because it's not. So whatever it is for you, I know I've said systems a lot because look, but I know that a lot of people struggle with systems. We've had so much systems training. You guys know where the systems are. You just have to do it. But I know that that's what a lot of people need. But maybe it's recruiting. Maybe it's having conversations. Maybe it's social media, right? And doing like a business page on social media. Maybe it's a VIP page. Maybe it's learning how to do a bingo party online because this is our new world that we live in. I don't know what that is for you, but everything you want lives over there, outside your comfort zone, in the scary unknown. The scary unknown is where all the good stuff is. And I promise you, you were not born to be mediocre and like everyone else and just getting by and average. You weren't. You can. Your life can end up that way if you stay in your comfort zone, or you can bust out and you can freaking crush it. I want to show you this thing that I got for my office, which is what inspired this whole talk tonight, because I was at this little boutique a couple of days ago before we moved to South Carolina. And we were like 2 or 3 days before we were moving into our new house. So I was, looking for like cutie little house things like plant holders and stuff. And I went into this little boutique in North Carolina, and she had these wall signs in this room. And I was like, oh, those are cute, like waning moon and like all these other things. And then I saw this one sign and I was like, I'm getting that for my office. Here's what it says. It says, your comfort zone will kill you. It inspired this whole talk tonight because, guys, comfort zone is a sure death, man, for real, a death in here. You know what I mean? Your comfort zone will kill you. Don't be like the rest of the world. Go get uncomfortable. I love you guys. See you next week.